Hi, my name is Jean Anderson, and I'm from Wakefield, Mass. I have a garden in the Montrose area of Wakefield. I grew up in Wakefield, and I grew up right around here on Valley Street in my grandparents' house, kind of, sort of. I was always there. This is my vegetable garden, and we've been here gardening now for over 40 years. This is an organic vegetable garden, and I actually started to get all my experience following my grandfather around in his gardens, bigger, way bigger than this. And he gave me a lot of tips and tricks and all that type of thing since I was 5 years old. So, anyway, this garden is very old and it's all organic, as I said. My whole backyard is organic. My grandfather also showed me the difference between certain plants and a weed, and I was allowed to go into the garden since I was 5, only because I could tell where a weed was and what a plant was. So um, I have so many different plants in my gardens. I have annuals, perennials, biennials, reseeders. There's a lot of different things, but I have a lot of allergies. Unfortunately, my allergist told me that I'm allergic to everything green. So, but it's like I have to still get out here. It's just my passion. So anyway, I have been gardening for a long time, but I've also been doing club presentations and for social clubs all over the state of Massachusetts. I've done the flower show in Boston since the 1990s. I've been presenting there too as well. I've done workshops and a lot of other type of functions in the area for some social groups as well as nursing homes and for the Girl Scouts, and it's just fun for me to do things of that sort. I do different presentations from spring, summer to fall, different ones. I've done those at the library as well. We're looking at a fall garden, for instance, the morning glories behind me and the sunflowers and the honeybees love them. I could be standing right here next to a honeybee, and the honeybee won't even bother me. And what's going to happen soon is the bees and the bees have already gone past. Now it's time for the birds to come in. I use them for bird seed because they love it. And as you can, maybe if you can see what's happening here underneath the flowers, so the seeds are starting to get really big, and the birds are going to be starting to come in. They know exactly what's going to happen, and they will start picking at all the seeds, and they will drop. Sometimes, if I get lucky enough, they'll drop in the vegetable garden, and they will come back next year. So that you don't lose as many of the perennials that are tender perennials. There are some that just can't make it through the winter because of our zone that we're in. We're in zone 6. So we can go down to here, zones 4 and 5. Zone 6, it's around freeze. It's well below freezing. It's around 0. And then you have other zones that go to minus 10 and 20, and we can get to minus 30, which is like zone 4, which you don't want that to happen. You'll start losing all your hydrangeas, your hybrid roses that are very, very tender. So you have to be really careful for planting around here, and you have to do the protection. Rock walls, brick walls, anything that heats up in the wintertime helps to protect. I do the typical basil, the typical parsley. These are annuals. In other words, an annual is something that you have to reseed it every single year. It can reseed itself, is something of that sort, for an example. Now, for example, for oregano and mint, they are perennial. Perennials come back on the same exact root. Well, Massachusetts you have to be careful for the zones again, because lavender, there's all different kinds again. Some is hardier than the others. Monkstead lavender is hardier around here than it is, for instance, anywhere else, but there are some lavenders that will not grow around here. They're more of an annual type. So if you've lost your lavender, it's probably because it wasn't the hardier type that we can grow around here. If you would like to get more information, you can contact me through Facebook, which is My Garden Sense. I also have email. I have a website, which is garden-sense.com as well. This is what I do. I love it. I'm a retired teacher of over 7 years now, and this is not only my hobby, but it's my passion. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you will get in touch with me. If you have any further questions, I do garden consultations as well. So thank you very much, and I appreciate you coming to my gardens. Thank you. Bye.